Tell us about your characters, Carrie, Penny, and Bess.
In that order, Carrie.
In that order.
Carrie is the eldest of the three Sinclair daughters. She's a little bit cut from a different cloth than the other two. I think she's a bit more gauzy or porous or something. That I think that the rest of the family is a clean cut cotton. If that makes any sense.
Yeah,
It really does.
Yeah.
But she feels a lot, and that's not always convenient. And so she struggles with that. And Johnny is the kind of love of her life, her son, and she'd do anything to protect him. And the rest I can't really say.
Yeah. Penny Sinclair is the middle child, maybe quintessentially so. She's hungry for attention, I think, desperate to please, but also really struggles with revealing any vulnerability or letting herself be intimate with people, open her heart. She'll meet any kind of emotion with sarcasm, I would say.
In Bess Sinclair, I played Bess Sinclair, and she likes to think of herself as very much the youngest Sinclair sister. She is mother to Mirren and Bonnie and Liberty, and she really puts on a pedestal. The most important thing to her is how her father sees her, and how her mother also sees her. And if they think she's doing a good job, she will put that above whether or not it services her own needs or not.
Okay, second question. Had you read the book before taking on the roles?
No, I had read the first 2 episodes of the show, and then took the part based on those amazing episodes and talking to Julie and Karina, and then got the part and read the book and was astonished and sort of intimidated by the emotional work ahead. But yeah, definitely before we started shooting, I had read the book and also the prequel. True of all of us, I think.
Mm-hmm. I think, yeah. I wasn't aware of the prequel, and in the casting process, so I think Karina was like, you should read the prequel. Mm-hmm. And so I think I may have read them in chronological order.
Oh,
cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
That
cool.
is cool.
Yeah.
I had heard Julie and Karina talking about this book and story for many years, so I had read through it ahead of time, and then was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be so good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, third question. Can you tell us a little bit about working together and how you went about creating a sister dynamic?
We had a lot of fun. I think every time we saw that the sisters would all be together, we were like, hee hee hee.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, we get to kind of tap dance or sword fight and tango and do all the fun actory things. But we, you know, just had such a wonderful time offset that it just made it a really safe place to be super catty and just kind of cruel, deliciously cruel to one another in character on set.
We could take it.
Yeah.
And you went to Walmart together.
And we had a
And we
very memorable
went
trip to Walmart.
Yes.
I think it's both Walmart, but then the Walmart parking lot, or maybe the production
office parking lot.
That we should get an
A sponsor.
endorsement.
Probably, because I think we've said the
Walmart.
word
Yeah,
a
we
lot.
can. Yes.
Yeah.
We will on our phones
Yeah,
when we're
yeah.
done with all these.
I can see that we're going to need a lot of free beach
Yeah.
toys, is all I have to say.
And can you all tell us about how you each work with the liars, Joseph, Emily, and Esther, to develop your mother-child relationships?
Again, I think just hours on set
Yeah.
together and rehearsal and talking about the characters and just being together. You know, we were shooting in Nova Scotia, which was an isolating experience because it's hard to get there. And we were in small towns, and it lent itself to us kind of being all together all the time, which was really helpful for the family dynamic.
And they, you know, especially like Shub and Joe, they'd come from so far away and and it felt young to me and to all of us. And so there was an immediate, like, I just wanted to make sure that they were okay, that he was okay, you know, so that caretaking thing kicked in pretty quickly. And also, just for Joe is so dear, so I didn't have to work hard at all. I mean, so are Esther.
Esther was just magical
Yeah.
to be around. I keep saying she's like just got this little sprinkle dust of just fairy dust of joy everywhere she goes.
So true.
And so it was quite difficult. The things, that would be the Bess says to Mirren are they're harsh and they're mean and they're cutting and belittling and, minimizing. And so to have to, even though we're in character, it was very hard to do that to such like a beautiful, bright, human being. And, but she was a wonderful dance partner on set and truly a dance partner. A lot of the scenes we did were quite physical with props and all due to Bess's giant temper tantrums, which as a parent you don't often hope that ever have a temper tantrum in front of your child. Yeah. And Bess had quite a few of them in this season.
And really quickly, were you able to work with E. Lockhart to bring your characters to life on screen?
Yeah, Emily was around a lot, which was amazing. In and out all summer, and then she wrote the final episode, and she was on set for that. And it was what a treat to have the writer there and to chat with her about the characters. And she knows this world so intimately and has thought about kind of everything for so long that it was, it was really lovely to have her close by.
Her presence was, like unassuming, but also omnipresent.
Yeah.
Like I felt her and so wanted her to be happy with
Yes.
what we're doing.
And I loved her attention to detail with the characters, especially a lot of like what they were wearing. And so she came and kind of helped piece through some, participated in one of the fittings for the character of Bess.
Amazing style.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
great
so
clothes.
that must be just such a wild experience as an author and writer to dream up these characters and then almost to have them in doll form to be and this is how they're dressed in real life.
Yeah, amazing.
Surreal. All right, well, thank you so much.